So I've been working in the IT industry for 20 years, most of that here with Structured. I really focus on helping our clients solve business problems with technology. I think the real value that Structured brings to our clients is our consultative approach to solving those problems. We represent a wide range of technologies and solutions to help solve our clients' needs. So when we go in and talk to somebody about a technology solution that they're looking for, we really like to start with doing analysis of what are they looking for, what do they need, and most importantly, what's important to their business. That's going to help drive the technology solutions or the brands and vendors that we bring to market for that customer. It's bridging people, business, and technology. That's what really differentiates Structured. We've been doing that for 27 years for our clients. And although trends like digital transformation and technology have changed, the underlying fundamental is helping connect humans to technologies and marrying that with their business processes. Everything as a service, to me, is a very interesting trend in technology because it's changing how organizations adopt and consume their IT. It's brought a whole new world of flexibility and scalability to their technology decisions. What it also brings on the other side of that is different localities for where their data and where their applications reside, which introduce new networking and security challenges that must be accounted for. Because of Structured's breadth as a company and our knowledge across networking, security, data centers, and cloud technologies, we're really able to help customers best bring those as-a-service applications into their environments while still maintaining the security and risk posture that they had with their traditional data centers. As we talk about as-a-service solutions for our customers, often we're having conversations with finance executives. It could involve board members or other non-IT related executives who are looking for new ways to operationalize their business. This is really important because technology has become more and more critical to businesses and organizations over the 20 years that I've been doing this here. And while it was always important, it is more critical than ever because technology is how businesses and organizations are serving their clients and their business partners and achieving maximum profitability and scale as an organization. To us, user experience is absolutely critical. And the term user can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different organizations. This might be if you're a retail customer and your customers that are coming into your location, or this could be if you're somebody who's manufacturing a product in the supply chain and how you're delivering your solutions to the upstream vendors to assemble a final solution. At the end of the day, though, what's going to help differentiate your business and achieve profitability and maximum success is going to be that user experience. If I'm able to differentiate myself as an organization through a user experience that differentiates me, chances are I'm going to have a better chance of repeat success, repeat customers. I absolutely believe that simplicity is key, and the user experience is changing in so many different ways. When I think of healthcare organizations, I think a great example is when I walk into a hospital, if I had an application that was able to give me directions to the room I was going to or to the different areas and walk me through that. Or if I walk by a retail establishment and I'm using their app, like at a clothing retailer, they have the ability to show me real-time promotions, again, locations, wayfinding services. Those are going to be the differentiating services that make me want to come back to that store rather than the one next door. I don't want to oversimplify that, but there are so many tools and services and applications available to help organizations of all sizes do this. This used to be something that only really, really large companies with massive technology budgets could achieve. And we see this now as a real possibility for organizations of all size, all the way down to your local coffee shop. I think that a key foundational piece for most organizations today, and one of the top initiatives we see on all C-level executives' kind of goals and budgets, is around visibility and security. So those play really well into what's going on in the artificial intelligence and machine learning space right now, because those are really enhancing the ability to analyze large sets of data, trends, and present those in meaningful ways to the organization. But if I don't have the visibility and the knowledge of what's there and what I have, it's really hard to take advantage of these next generation tool sets. So getting a really firm foundation around what are the devices in my network. IoT and headless devices have caused an explosion of network connected devices that are hard to identify for organizations. Again, there's tools and services out there now that are available to help you identify those, because once I know what I have, then I can start building security policy, posture, and analysis tools against those objects that I'm now aware of. I think that documentation is an excellent way to build a foundation. However, in all modern networks, and I don't care whether this is your house or your corporate office or your branch office, there are tens to 20s to hundreds of unknown connected devices that you may not be able to see or document using, traditional methods. So it's a combination of some human element with some documentation and some really intelligent tools to take advantage of finding those devices. Structured has both the tools and the people to deliver these services for our clients. And we've done quite a bit of this over the years, and we only see that need growing more and more. Organizations don't know what's on their network. They want to know. So we can bring the people and the tools to bear to help them achieve that objective. And we talked a little bit about this earlier. I mean, this relates into the as a service model that we're seeing IT transform to, but also relates to those non-IT buyers being involved in the decision process. Organizations want their technology to align with how they're delivering their business. An example might be somebody in a retail space who has a very seasonal business. They need a lot more resources. When they staff up and scale up, they staff up and scale up their people for the holiday seasons. They may not be, and many of them are not, scaling their IT in the same way. Consumption-based computing and resources as a service buying models allow clients the flexibility and scalability to consume IT when they need it and turn it off and not pay for it when they don't. This is very different than the traditional world where organizations had to build to their peak seasons and had a lot of investment in technology that was unused for as much as 11 months out of the year in some cases. I think that typically it starts with really mapping out, analyzing your business critical applications and services that you need to deliver. You have to have a really good understanding of business process and business applications that are needed to support your business, and then start to do some analysis to see which ones might be good candidates to maybe move to the cloud or move to a consumption-based service. That doesn't mean that all services are good for that, and it may not mean that it's the most cost-effective solution for your business either. However, there can be other operational benefits, scale benefits, or time of use benefits that offset that relatively higher cost for consuming that service. And I think that brings up a really good point about spending your IT dollars in the best way for your organization. That's really important. People are as valuable as ever in the IT organization, but the needs are changing as we move to, for example, maybe a cloud as a service compute model. It becomes easier to spin up those resources than it used to be, but I now need those people to handle those security concerns, those networking concerns, and monitor those applications and workflows in the cloud to ensure the right user experience to make sure that that solution is delivered effectively. But I think that allows organizations to more effectively spend their dollars in the right way, on the right people, doing the right tasks in their enterprise. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I really think that the idea of doing some application analysis of your business critical applications is first. And again, Structured has tools and people to really help organizations with the costing analysis of what might be the most cost-effective way or the most agile or flexible way for an organization to deliver those services. With the wide range of technologies, solutions, public and private cloud options available out there, as well as fully hosted technologies, there's a wide range and a wide cost to deliver those solutions. And it's not a one-size-fits-all model. So we'd love to come in and help organizations analyze that and look at and compare and contrast those different ways to deliver that and figure out the best way to deliver those mission-critical applications for their business. more and more often in these IT conversations we're having different line of business stakeholders like marketing, HR, and finance involved sooner and earlier in our IT discussions. We see that for a variety of reasons. I talked a little bit about user experience. And as we talk about user experience, teams like marketing and branding teams are becoming more and more interested in how these technology solutions can help them further their brand value and message. Finance teams are getting involved early because they want to understand the different ways that they're able to capitalize or operationalize the expenditures that IT is going to make. Organizations are absolutely looking for that flexibility, and Structure's put a lot of time into developing the right partnerships and resources so that we can help deliver the technology solutions and services that we offer via any sort of as a service or consumption model that our customers are looking for. It's really exciting to me. I mean, in 20 years here, we've fundamentally been doing the same thing for our customers, helping them digitally transform, helping bridge people, business, and technology. But that has changed so much. We have constantly had to reevaluate, reinvent our company, our go-to-market strategy, the solution sets that we offer. It makes it really exciting and dynamic. I think that the biggest change that I'm seeing in having conversations with customers is that it's no longer just a technology decision that organizations have to undertake. We've talked a lot about financing and consumption models is becoming critically important into how organizations consume IT. Looking at macro trends of organizations' health become a really critical decision when companies are deciding who to maybe make a 3, 5, or even longer investment in a technology set in. Executives care about other aspects rather than maybe just the speeds and feeds that it used to be 15 years ago. What is the company's health? What's their direction? What's their focus? I've got to spend a lot of time working with advisory boards, councils, industry experts, understanding a greater macro influence of what's happening in the technology industry. And I really feel like that's one of the valuable perspectives that we help bring to our clients is that experience and that bigger picture. It's what are your peer groups doing with this technology in other parts of the country? What are some new innovative ways that you haven't thought about solving this problem that we might be able to bring you from an adjacent industry that's not even related to yours, but we had to solve a similar problem for another client? Or what are some geoeconomic factors that might be affecting a critical decision that you might make in a technology vendor? I think that definitely a trend that we're seeing is in kind of the delivery of the messaging, the technology solutions. We're seeing our solution partners deliver and consciously think about how they're talking about their value statement and directing that to different business units in the organization that might be involved in the decision process. Again, I think back to 15 years ago in this industry, and we'd be working on a switch or a router config. You pulled up the data sheet, we compared speeds and feeds, and mapped it to what the right need was. Again, it might now be about who has the best secret sauce to deliver the best end user experience. It might be who has the best security platform integrated story and approach to provide holistic visibility around a security solution over just one single point product solution or piece of that architecture. I'm very passionate about the amount of things that we do really well for our customers. But when it comes down to it, what I see our strength in is driving business value through technology solutions. It all goes back to our tagline of bridging people, business, and technology.